Here's another big bad wolf story, probably the one you're most familiar with. It's the Three Little Pigs from England. Once upon a time, when pigs spoke rhyme and monkeys chewed tobacco and hens took snuff to make them tough and ducks went quack, quack, quack. Oh, there was an old sow with three little pigs, and as she had not enough to keep them, she sent them out to seek their fortune. The first that went off met a man with a bundle of straw and said to him, "Please, man, give me that straw to build me a house," which the man did, and the little pig built a house with it. Along came a wolf, knocked at the door, and said, little pig, let me in." To which the pig answered, "No, no, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." The wolf then answered, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in, and he ate up the little pig. The second little pig met a man with a bundle of sticks and said, "Please, man, give me those sticks to build a house," which the man did, and the pig built his house. Then along came the wolf and said, little pig, let me in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, and at last he blew the house down and he ate up the little pig. The third little pig met a man with a load of bricks and said, "Please, man, give me those bricks to build a house with." So the man gave him the bricks and he built his house with them. So the wolf came and he did to the as he did to the other little pigs and said, little pig, let me in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." Well, he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and huffed and huffed, and he could not get the house down. When he found that he could not, with all his huffing and puffing, blow the house down, he said, little pig, I know where there is a nice field of turnips." "Where?" said the little pig. "Oh, Mr. Smith's field. If you will be ready tomorrow morning, I'll call for you, and we will go together and get some dinner." "Very well," said the little pig, "I will be ready. What time do you mean to go?" "Oh, at 6 o'clock." Well, the little pig got up at 5 and got the turnips before the wolf came at 6 and said, little pig, are you ready?" And the little pig said, "Ready. I've gone and come back again and got a nice pot full of turnips for dinner." Wolf felt very angry at this, but thought that he would still get the better of the little pig somehow or another. So he said, little pig, I know where there's a nice apple tree. "Where?" said the pig. "Down at Merry Garden," replied the wolf. "If you do not deceive me, I'll come for you at 5 o'clock tomorrow and we'll get some apples." Well, the little pig bustled up the next morning at 4 o'clock, went off for apples, hoping to get back before the wolf came. But he had farther to go and had to climb the tree. And so, as he was coming down from it, he saw the wolf coming, which, as you may suppose, frightened him very much. And when the wolf came up, he said, little pig, what? Are you here before me? Are they nice apples?" "Yes, very," said the little pig. "I'll throw you down one." He threw it so far that while the wolf was gone to pick it up, the little pig jumped down and ran home. The next day the wolf came again and said to the little pig, "Little pig, there's a fair at Shanklin this afternoon. Will you go?" "Oh, yes," said the pig, "I will go. What time will you be ready?" "At 3, said the wolf. So the little pig went off early as usual, got to the fair, bought a butter churn, which he was going home with when he saw the wolf coming and did not know what to do. So he got into the churn to hide, turned it around, and rolled it down the hill with the pig in it. This frightened the wolf so much he ran home without going to the fair. He went to the little pig's house and told him how frightened he had been by the great round thing that came down the hill past him. The little pig said, "I frightened you then. I had been to the fair and bought a butter churn, and when I saw you, I got into it and rolled down the hill." Then the wolf was very angry indeed and declared he would eat up the little pig and that he would get down the chimney after him. When the little pig saw what the wolf was about, he hung on the pot full of water and made a blazing fire And just as the wolf was coming down, he took off the cover, and in fell the wolf. And so the little pig put the cover on again in an instant, boiled him up, ate him for supper, and lived happily ever afterward.